You know, if I could swim, I'd dive under that water and press the switch to open that door up there.
If you could
Unfortunately,
swim.
I forgot my water wings again. Say, maybe you can do it.
Pretty sure he said again. Oh, what the fuck are you doing, game?
Watch out for the pool cleaner. It's dangerous.
I do like the thieves. They've been pretty enjoyable. It's dangerous. Anyway. So here's part of the problem is that lately, so like the last, so I think in season 74 we had expansion, or the league's up to 16 teams now. When I joined, I think it just expanded to 12, I believe, like in S76 or S78, I think, or S78, S67 or S68. They had just expanded. I'm pretty sure it was season 68. And what was I going for here? Like, the league has gotten a lot more active, and currently there are too many goalies. Found a key. Like when you're in the player creation screen, it will tell you like, hey, here's how many centers, how many left wingers, right wingers, defensemen are in the league. And well, I don't think it will stop you from straight up making a player in a position that's that's oversaturated. I don't think it does that. But it will let you know, hey, there's too many this or that. And right now there's, as it currently says, there's a lot too many goalies in the league. Now I know two of my rivals, as we've become good friends, are retiring this season, so I know that's opening up some spots, but genuinely, or not genuinely, but generally, there are too many goalies, so that what that's making hard is that most teams have their goalies right now, right? Most of them are pretty set in terms of the goalie position. So I've gone through like every team. Now I'm not interested in just joining any team, because if I'm gonna go to another team, I would prefer to go to one that has a shot. You know, I've been loyal to the team I've been on the whole time. And I really genuinely love the team, you know, like the guy, the general manager of the team I'm on and everything, he's great. Like I said, I don't blame him 1 second for the misfortune that's been in Toronto. Genuinely not his fault at all. But it is one of those things where it's like, you know, we do have a guy, and when I was playing, we didn't really have a backup for most of the seasons, but you know, as I got closer to my career, closer to the end of my career, obviously they have to get a new goalie to be the starter, so we do have a new goalie now, and he may be the, well, if I leave, he's going to become the starter, right? So the main team I've been looking at, part of me's worried because they have quite a few like UFAs and players leaving or retiring or whatever. So I'm in this situation where, because most other teams, the ones I'd be interested in going to, they definitely have their goalie situation figured out, right? This team I'm looking at, it's one of the teams my rival plays on, but he's retiring after the postseason. So, and currently, well, they have someone in the backup position and they have 2 goalie prospects. None of them are quite what you would want to take over the net yet. So it's kind of, they might need like someone to come in and fill in for a season, right? but I'm in this tough spot because while they have some really good like players that TPE or basically the points you put on your player to increase their skills in whatever category, skating, scoring, passing, that kind of stuff. It's kind of like he might I don't know what the general manager's thinking. He might want to go for one more hoorah season before he starts like going into rebuild. I don't know where his mind's at. We kind of have to wait for the off season to finish to figure out. And I say we, I mean obviously my the general manager's gonna do the talking for, right? So we'll see where that goes. But part of me, like, I think when the postseason ends, I'm gonna be kind of looking hard at both my team and their team and kind of seeing like, well, because we have younger players, we have more up and comers, and a lot of them. What the fuck is that? To me, like a lot of them, some of them are gonna be up to like 600 TPA. I don't know if I should really explain it, but so like TPEs, the points you get to put on your player, and then as you get close to the end of your career, you'll start getting regression. I'm trying to think of this. TPA is basically just the current points you have equipped on your player. So you could have 1300 TPE that you've earned like throughout your whole player's career, but you might only have 1,000 of that equipped to your player, basically. I don't want to get too into this, but I don't know if I should talk to the. I kind of want to go talk to him because it's possible he might have a thing. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Yeah, not bad. But if I had those waterwings, I would have taken care of it myself.
Whatever. Okay. I don't know, I thought there was an off chance he might give me a Dragonfly just because the game doesn't always clarify if one of the NPCs is going to give you a Dragonfly. So forgive me. Anyway, I think one of the things I wanted to talk about here was the naming thing. And so like, players in general are free to name their player whatever they want. Now I would imagine there's some kind of restriction in terms of names. Like I don't think they're gonna let you name your player something racist or something that might offend perhaps one too many people, right? I don't know how the game was. There we go. But as you can imagine, I'm kind of more of a fan of using serious names or not naming your player a joke name. I definitely prefer giving your player a first name and a last name. If you want to throw a middle name in there, that's totally cool with me. Ooh. Ugh. I was just wondering if something was down there. Nothing's down here though. How far back are we? Okay, that's not terrible. What are we in the progression wise? We only need one more and then we have enough for the one place. More than half the gems and half the dragonflies. Don't hit B. But yeah, it's as like the league's gotten more active, I'm more worried about like people using these just silly names. I don't know, because when I'm writing my articles, when I'm writing my media spots, what you do for like TPE, I'm not a big fan of when I have to write about a player that has a joke name. Just something that's totally like makes no sense. I realize that's just me, like there are people who do articles that are totally silly, and you know, I do read some of them, but generally I'm more about the... I hear the Dragonfly. Generally I'm more about the serious names. I enjoy writing about those ones more. Fuck, that didn't... I thought if I flew through the stream it would beat me up, Scotty. At least I actually have some extra lives for yeah, than before. Beat me up, Scotty. Yeah, I plan on sticking to serious names, and like my first player, Jax Hextall, is... I'm not a Flyers fan. I mean, I like the team, but it's not my favorite team, and it's not like in my top 5 or anything. But Hextall, like, A, that's a really cool last name, and B, you know, Hextall himself, just a fucking, you know, like, I mean, we know him for just how brutal he was. He'd take your head off with his stick. He'll fight you whenever you want. Perfect addition for the Broad Street Bullies, right? Okay, hold on. Oh, thank God. Barely did. No, Spyro. Ouch. Oh my God, Spyro, please. Okay. I have to go back up in case
Hey, it's Martin.
Martin Luther King, right? Might need to go back. The stage is a little confusing. The dark, like, doesn't help with how dark it is. That's for sure. Doesn't seem like I... Oh, don't do that to me, game.
Hey, it's Atsumi.
Atsumi. I presume that's just a cliff. Kinda can't really look straight down. Where the fuck do I go? Oh, for fuck's sake. You saw that. You just definitely saw that. I fell right through the fucking... I, like, genuinely, where was I supposed to go? I didn't see a way out. That section's kind of fucking brutal, to be honest. I know that's like been my word of this recording session, but honestly. It's just with like, genuinely with how dark it is, it's making some of the sections just kind of hard to tell where you're going. Tell where you can go. I know it's going to be darker for you guys. It's always darker in the recording. Spyro, you can't go that way anymore.
Thanks for your help, Spyro. Say, did you drop this?
No, I didn't.
Hey, it's Mickey.
Mickey. Do we get one called Minnie?
Well, if you drop any more of those little bugs around here, I'll be sure to send them your way.
Why, thank you. You're not so bad. Hang on, I gotta make sure I get the ones down here first. Make sure I've gotten the ones down. At least we should be... Can't imagine we're missing too much. I'm worried about like just one of those green ones, like I miss one of them and then that's gonna be the one I'm missing, and of course all the fake ones will respawn. We're essentially back at the start here. Riveting gameplay, right folks? Right folks? Watching me collect gems. I missed that one. There's some behind me.